How you guys doing? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Nick, demonologist, psychic medium, paranormal journalist, coming at you with another rant about a certain spirit or creature called the incubi, or incubus, or succubus, which is the female version. I'm going to go into my experience with this. So I'm going to spark one up with me. Smoke whatever you want. A cigarette, a joint, weed, drink some tea, drink some coffee when I say that. Join me. Let's freaking have a talk. Let's have a chat. Let's spark it up. That's going to be my thing. So, Nick Grossman, psychic medium. People, let's spark it up. Bam. Check it out. There's this place in Connecticut. Big names won't even go to this person's house, this lady's house, because she has a relationship with this incubus. Okay? We've tried to help her. We've had an exorcism go over there and do deliverance. We've had other types of shamanic things and tried different types of things. And we removed the incubus, but they both miss each other after a period of a few months. And they get back together. This is the problem here with this case. And we've been doing this since like 2019. And, we've been trying, but it's given me an opportunity to understand and study what I think. And again, I just discovered this demonologist, Nathaniel Gillis, mind-blowing, okay? Honestly, it's just, I can only take it in portions. But most of the stuff he's saying is what we experience at this household with this incubus. He goes by a human name. That's probably not his name though. He's about that high. Comes in a human formation, but you could obviously tell he's not human because his eyes and that's going to be on one of our episodes what we got there. Well, let me tell you something about you guys who in the paranormal, and we've all been there before. The demon provokers. We've all been there before. Back in the paranormal, in the beginning days. Everybody liked to talk shit to the demons, right? What you don't understand is a lot of these are incubi. Okay? This is not a spirit, but a creature. Interdimensional. That, yes, does occult magic. And it's manipulating you guys into provoking it. And the more you provoke it, the more nutrition you are giving it to its baby. It's a fact, people. If you've never dealt with an incubus, you won't know you won't understand what I'm talking about, but let me break it down to y'all. It's a creature. They're harvesting. What they do is terrible things to these victims. They use your imagination. I'm not going to say it on YouTube. You could go look it up. They take that torture from the adrenaline, creates an energy, and it's nutrition for the baby incubus or succubus. I don't know.
A baby incubi, or a larvae, or as I like to call them, a larvulus. The male incubus takes the energy
from the torment.
He gives the nutrition to the succubus and they make a baby.
Larvulus. Larvulus is born.
do go on cases, you will get this. We get it often, the incubus. It's a calling now. I started with CT Past, Ghost Storm CT Past, and look, when I started that project, Expedition Hell, with them, we just got non-stop incubus cases. I'm just like, why are we getting so many cases with these things? Come to figure out, it's a calling. I'm starting to realize, for me to be a demonologist, a paranormal investigator, and deal with the incubi and study the incubi. And Nathaniel Gillis blown my mind. Good God. It is kind of, it's sick, but it's sick, but it kind of makes me laugh at the same time, because it's an uncomfortable laugh. You know what I mean? It's kind of. He has this quote. You paranormals are not gonna like this quote, but it's actually true. What you think is a possession is a pregnancy for them. So you guys going and telling the demons to go fuck themselves and this, I'm more powerful than you. Let me jab myself with some steroids and get freaking juiced up and freaking radical and listen to some freaking cool, I don't know, Nickelback. I don't know, I think that's a paranormal thing. Probably they listen to shit like Nickelback. Obviously, I do not listen to Nickelback, people. I don't listen to that shit. If you do, that's okay, though. Everybody's got different strokes for different folks, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something like this, right? You guys are feeding these things. If what Nathaniel Gillis is right about, and it's what I've been studying since 2018, and I will say this, the big names will not go to this house because they can't, nobody could help her because they miss each other. They have a romance. When they remove it, it comes back. So I took it as an opportunity to study, and what we did with CT Past mostly. But you guys are feeding these things. Basically, you macho freaking paranormal jocks with your big muscles are basically nursing the incubus. You're nursing. How's it feel to nurse and be a male? Because that's what you're doing. Or a female, you know what I mean? You guys are both nursing these things. It's true. I'm a ball buster. Look, what I'm saying is very serious, but I'm busting balls at the same time. That's just my style. Okay? I only take certain people to this house. I've taken my friend to this house, and she definitely got a very, very bad vibe there, obviously. I've taken multiple people in the paranormal and the demon hunting field to this house, but I only take real people who are real ride or die in this study to this house. I can't take people who are doing a hobby. Unlike anything you will ever experience. Here's a funny one. You know, these things, first off, these things physically can manifest stuff. And they can actually make themselves into creatures and stuff like that. We have videos of this, actually, is that it comes in this spider-like formation, right? But it looks like an orb, but it has, you could see that it has legs. You're going to see that this October on Expedition Hell. But the funny thing is, when you go into these places, and I kid you not, when you're dealing with an incubus, and I don't know if all the demons are like this, I'm just saying this is what I've been getting since 2018. Not just this case in particular, but we've been doing a lot of work at this place and a lot of studying. Physically can manifest stuff. It really can. I don't know how. It makes manifestation of the law of attraction look like a joke. Seriously, abracadabra, boom. Funny thing, it does not care that you're there. Okay? So you're provoking. It doesn't really care that you're doing that. As a matter of fact, it likes it because you're giving nutrition to its creature baby. That's what you're doing. So, I mean, this is a very serious thing that I've been dealing with. CT Vast, when I was with them, they've been dealing with it. And I've been doing paranormal research probably since 2004. And I can honestly say, since 2018 to now, all I get are these incubus cases. I'm not getting paranormal. Okay? I'm getting these. These are, you don't want these in your own. You don't want one of these attached to you, people. Okay? You don't. This is a very real phenomenon. And you really, really, really need a good deliverance person to get rid of that. And sometimes even they can't even do it. So, matter of fact, it's very, very difficult. It's almost very as difficult as removing a curse on somebody that a witch that studies Santeria. It's almost as hard as removing one of those from somebody, because those things are no joke. Being able to protect somebody from an incubus is almost as hard as that, trust me. And trust me, I know that Santeria curse sounds like a little thing compared to what I'm saying about the incubus, but believe me, you do not want to be cursed by one of them. You do not, trust me, because you are fucked. The only thing you could do, there's not much you could do. You can't go to too many people for that. The only thing you could do, the best thing you could do, is to try and work it out with the person, the witch that casted the spell, go to them and try to work it out. Actually, we had a case in New Haven. The guy was facing 6 years in prison. Long story short, went to a Palo Mayombe practitioner. It's not Santeria, it's something else. And she, long story short, got him from 6 years in prison to 6 months in one of those houses. So he got off, and he was supposed to give her $4,000 if it worked. Well, he ripped her off, and you could do the math what happened after that. So she put something nasty on him, and I'll tell you what, man, those things are bad. But anyway, back on track. This is my ADD. All I'm saying is this. This phenomenon is compared to some of the most extreme phenomenons in the paranormal. Okay? It's up there. It's not a tier of little ghosts flying around and you taking pictures. This is not on that tier. This is not a ghost tour. This is not a residential case. This is a residential case, but in a whole different tier. Trust me on this. When you go in here, you will know. So I only bring real, and I don't mean to be insulting, but there's certain types of people. Let me break this down. Okay, and this is what I learned on the ghost tours, actually. We had a lot of fun. Charles, Rosenet, and myself, we had a lot of fun doing the ghost tours. In this paranormal field, there's a lot of crazy energy, and what I was doing with my studies, I had a hell of a lot of crazy things going on. And that will be for another video. But I was doing all sorts of occult stuff. This incubus, though, it's not something you want. And on the ghost tours, this is what I learned, okay? I'm going to break this down. On the ghost tours, this is what I learned, because I saw many people that were skeptics, and I changed them into proving that they're spirits at these places. And I always told them on the lectures, once you break the wall between reality, once you break those two walls, you're not going to look at things the same again. it was pretty cool because I broke the walls for so many people. And so did Charles Rosenet. He had a hell of a time. Heck, excuse me. Demonology humor. But we had a great time. So what I'm saying is this. If you thought that was mind-blowing, this is a whole different thing. And as a psychic medium, I could honestly say I could see and experience supernatural. But I can't explain how something could be physically manifested, like a physical object manifesting. And I'm going to get into that about this place because I've seen this. Okay. Even to this day, I go over there and my mind has a hard time processing the physical manifestations, even though I've seen so much crazy things now in the paranormal and all the demons and everything that I've seen. I have, There was a whole reason why we demon hunters go through what we have to come to this point. We have to get the tough skin, steroid free, But what I'm saying is this even fucks with me to this day. Fucks with my mind. Seeing something, a few things that happened at that lady's house that physically manifested. And we have a lot of that on film that's going to be coming out. It's almost scrambling my mind as I think about this. So, last time we were over, we found a whole bunch of dead bees in the windows, and under the couch there was dead bees. Upstairs in the bedroom, dead bees all over the place in her house. Now, interesting thing is this. She always had this crazy stories that send shivers up my spine about how bees are attracted to her. They never sting her, okay? And one time she was driving to the supermarket and she noticed bees were coming out of the mirrors and coming out of the hood kind of crack. So she got on I-95 so she could drive faster to get rid of the bees, and they just kept flying on the highway. So it always shed shivers up down my spine, but I never could believe it, even though I've seen all this stuff. I've seen spider webs, giant spider webs manifest over there. That was not normal. I've seen lots of things. There's a cloaked man there that physically appears from time to time and disappears in the laundry room. There's obviously a portal there. There's all sorts of stuff that goes on there. Now, I did not see one bee flying around, but I can honestly say this. I now believe her about that story about the bees. And I can honestly say every time I go in there, she's always got something else that's happened to her that's physics defying, and in my mind I'm like, you're imagining this one. No. And she proves it every time. What I'm trying to say is this: even as a weirdo and an eccentric and a psychic medium that have seen the most weirdest stuff you can see, demon hunting and the paranormal, what I'm saying is this: my mind still has a hard time processing what a lot of things that goes on there. It really does. And it's true. It physically manifests, but it actually is very, as fascinating as that may sound to you, it actually makes me feel uncomfortable thinking about it, because my mind still can't, do that. A deliverance casting on her, but, this is this case is like, yeah, I mean, when you start demon hunting, paranormal investigating is weird. Kind of fucks with you. So, paranormal investigating, getting cool apparitions and stuff is fun, right? This is a whole different thing. I always said that paranormal doesn't scare me anymore. I always said that, but when I really started digging deep into the demon hunting, I've been doing that for 14 years. Alone, by myself, and with CT Pass and Ghost Storm. When I got into this thing, Biff Ministry Group, flag 'em, bag 'em, and tag 'em. Say whatever you want about us. We actually do this stuff. So, when I got into this group, I really saw some things that really was like, wow, I can't even believe what I'm seeing, because, you know, it's physical manifestations. It's fascinating, but very strange at the same time. So, what I mean is this. I thought that I broke the wall between myth and reality with the paranormal until I really in with, you know, Biff and gang, and Biff Ministry Group and gang, and, you know, I again bled into myth and reality in that field, and now I'm blown away again. So anyway, thank you for that rant. I'm going to be going into more stories about the portal lady, I call her. I don't bring everybody here. If you message me, I will let you know if I feel comfortable with bringing you there or not, if I know you. Anyway, paranormal journalist Nick Grossman, over and out.